Ancient Greece was one of the most complex civilizations of all time. Some may sound old fashioned, but the teachings and the foundings they had can be a great reflection to our society. Even in our modern times, we still use some of the things they started. Medicine is one of the fields. When we talk about medicine here, it includes sports complexes, usage of herbs, actual drugs, and alternative medicine. If you want to learn about the health of a population, look at the air they breathe, the water they drink, and the places where they live. Hippocrates in 5th century BC. First off, when we mention ancient Greece and medicine, we cannot forget the father of medicine, Hippocrates. He is famous with the theories and categorizations. Also, before Hippocrates, the science of medicine was not a profession. It was more a practice like philosophy. Hippocrates, with his teachings, made great contributions. Hippocrates' art, which associates with ethics, is still being done by people who are working in the field of medicine. Moving on, one of the biggest aspects of Greek city life sports. Greeks had a broad definition of sports considering their gymnasiums, sport complexes, Olympics, and stadiums. Olympics games would be dis- dedicated to gods and goddesses, while other events were to fight or to have fun. In Olympics, athletes were all men and naked. It was a tribute to God Zeus, to show him their muscular power. We can find great evidence of how gymnasium were like in literature, like Plato's dialogues. In famous philosopher describes in his texts sports were one of the best places to socialize. There would be a love relationship between a young and an old man, in which the young learns life lessons from the elderly. Most common practices were wrestling, running, jumping, discussing the topics of the day, giving or listening to lectures and gymnastics. While practicing this broad range of events, people were accompanied by rhythmic music. The people of Greek, facing with both mental and physical illnesses, had some ways to cope. Especially for mental illnesses, Greeks used some herbs that had psychedelic, hypnotic, and euphoric effects. Herbs like black and white hellebore, mandrake, henbane, papaver somniferum, also known as opium poppy, strychnos, frankincense tree, and dorsum. There were also other herbs that we were used for physical illnesses. Oregano, which comes from the word organon, which means joy of the mountain in mythology, Aphrodite plants this herb to demonstrate the physical representation of happiness. The herbs were used in wedding crowns to ensure a happy life. In the medical aspect, it was the most used herb in Greece. It's beneficial to the immune system. It kills bacteria and helps faster recovery. Sage is derived from the meaning to heal. It symbolizes fertility, good health, and long life. It helps increase fertility, reducing the harms of venomous snake bites. Lemon balm, Melissa, has its name thanks to the honeybees' love for its aromatic flowers. In ancient mythology, the group of nymphs called Melissae were created as to those who discovered honey. It's beneficial to calm the heart and uplift the spirit during time of stress and can support those with anxiety, depression, insomnia, and panic attacks. All this evidence shows not only the greatest brains in ancient Greece in the field of medicine, but the timelessness of the human experience. While it seems like we have so many years and knowledge between us, it seems like we are not that distant. It's exciting to imagine our ancient Greek ancestors harvesting leaves for the same tea we can also enjoy under the same bright Mediterranean sun and feeling the bliss of living with such an abundance of traditions that continue to be available to us. Even though it seems so far to us, ancient Greece were so developed in medicine that we can still see the reflections of those in our modern times.